Right, so I like to say Barak the Hawa, Barak the Hawa Shah, Barak the Hawa, Barak the Hawa Shah, Bahashem, Rakahakadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS, and salutations to you brothers out there that's doing this work and truth and sincerity. We're going to get straight into it. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 65, verse 17. And the scripture says, "For behold, I create new heavens and a new earth, and the former shall not be remembered, nor come into mind." This is the book of 2 Peter, chapter 3, verse 13. And the scripture says, 2 Peter's 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 13. And the scripture says, "Nevertheless, we according to his promise look for new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness." So again, nevertheless, we according to his promise look for new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness. Right? So we're looking towards a new heavens and a new earth. Right? We want the former heaven and earth to pass away, which is the rulership of Esau, Edom, right? We want this to be destroyed in order for that which is righteousness to be sown on the earth. When you go back into the book of 2nd Ezra, the fourth chapter, matter of fact, let's get it real quick. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 4 verse 29, I believe. Right. Matter of fact, I'll start at 26. It says, "Then answered he me and said, The more thou searchest, the more thou shalt marvel, for the world hasten fast to pass away." Right? And that world goes into what? An age. It says, "And cannot comprehend the things that are promised to the righteous in times to come, for this world is full of unrighteousness and infirmities." It says, "But as concerning the things whereof thou askest me, I will tell thee, for the evil is sown." That evil that is sown is being America, which is Babylon or Mount Seir, which Esau dwells, which is a so-called white man. It says, "But destruction thereof is not yet come." So the destruction have not yet come, being the thermonuclear missiles, the ICBM, the intercontinental ballistic missiles, weapons of mass destruction, right? Which is going to cause the desolation of America, right? The destruction thereof is not yet come. "If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down." So this have to be turned upside down. It have to go from wicked to good, right? It says, "And if the place whereof the evil is sown pass not away," which is America, Babylon, Rome, Egypt, Sodom and Gomorrah all put together, "then cannot it come that is sown with good, which is the kingdom to come." It says, "For the grain of evil seed have not sown in the and the heart of Adam from the beginning, and how much ungodliness had it brought up unto this time, and how much shall it yet bring forth unto the time of the threshing come." So we're waiting for the destruction of the evil, which is America, right? We're waiting for the World War III, that it tells you in the book of Revelations, I believe 11 and 14. It says the second will have passed and the third will come in quickly. So we're waiting for the Most High to gather to gather up these nukes and to shoot upon America in order for the book of Isaiah 65 and 17, the book of 2 Peter's, the 3rd chapter, the 13th verse, to come to fruition, to where the righteous kingdom shall come, right? So let's get this real quick. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse 3. I start at 4. It says, the noise of the multitude and the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations, gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustereth the hosts of the battle. So the Most High is gathering the nations together to do what? To have all out war, right? So they could bring the destruction of this place by way of thermonuclear missiles. So this is what we're waiting for. We're waiting on that new heavens and that new earth. So the one to come will be found in righteousness. When the evil is sown away, it says, they come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord, and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. So the weapons of his indignation, right, which is those thermonuclear missiles. Let's grab this. This is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 24. And the scripture says, I have laid a snare, which is a trap, for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou was not aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord. The Lord hath opened his armory, and hath brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of the Lord, power of hosts, and the land of the Chaldeans. Right? And the Chaldeans were wise men of Babylon. Right? It says, come against her from the utmost borders, open her storehouses, cast her up as heaps, and destroy her utterly. Let nothing of her be left. So this is what's coming, right? The Most High is calling the archers to come up against Babylon to destroy it off the face of the earth, right? This is the judgment, man, right? So again, we're waiting for this earth and heaven to pass away in order for the new to come in order for that new growth, in order for the righteous kingdom, right? But these things have to take place, which is the prophecies, right? Going into what? The earthquakes, the wars and rumors of wars, the false prophets, the signs, which is the blood moons, taking place, the RFID chip, right? And then the coming of Yahushua. So all these prophecies are going to come to fruition, man, because it is the word of the Lord. He said, I will do my pleasures, right? When you go back into the book of, Ezekiel 35 and 5, when he tells you that judgment shall come upon Edom. Let's get that actually. Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 5. It says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and have shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, in the time of their calamity, and the time that their iniquity had an end. Let me get that real quick. This is Isaiah 46 and 10, declaring the end from the beginning and from the ancient times, the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasures. So the Lord is going to do all his pleasures. And we just read one of his pleasures in the book of Jeremiah 50, 24, and 25 and 26, which is to lay this land desolate, right? So let's go to the book of Jeremiah 51 and 11 or 11. It says it says, make bright the arrows, gather the shields. The Lord have raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes for his devices against Babylon, to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of the Lord, the vengeance of his temple. So the Most High is going to bring destruction to this place again, in order for that new heavens and the new earth to come in. That which is sown in evil must be destroyed, right? So this place have to be wiped off the face of the earth in order for the kingdom to come, right? But yeah, I didn't want this to be a long video. I'm gonna go ahead and end it from there and say Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shah, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakahagadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS, and salutations to you brothers out there that's doing this work in truth and sincerity. I like to say Shalom.